Hi Taurus, how are you doing? So this is going to be a reading for the 29th of November to the 5th of December, and we're going to be finding out some of the energies that's going on. This is just a general reading, so it may not resonate. Also check out your rising sign because I find that's quite accurate too. So let's get some messages for Taurus. Ooh, that flew out. Knave of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles. Okay, can we get one card that kind of summarises the whole energy, please? The Devil in reverse. Okay. Just going to pull an astrological die. So this is going to be for the signs in your big three that are the most important. So if you've got a Taurus sun where the Pisces rising, it's more resonant to you guys. But this is also going to be for people in your life too. So we've got a Scorpio. Got a Pisces. And an Aries. Okay, so those might be important signs for you guys. We've got some interesting energies going on here. So the overall message for the whole deck was the Devil in reverse, which is pretty good. This is us rejecting, kind of narcissistic energy, I would say. It's rejecting people that are just toxic for us, and that always means, us starting to invest in ourselves a little bit more. Knave of Pentacles, this is definitely an investment kind of energy. This is, for me, sometimes a little bit of a lonely energy. It's a little bit more of a sort of like, I'm rich but I'm lonely energy, which I tend to get a lot with Taurus when I do the readings. But what I see in this is that kind of investing in yourself and trying to find some closure in your life at the moment. We've got the World card, which is a really very conclusive energy. This is kind of things coming full circle. So it's like if you've been waiting for answers that are coming, you're waiting for some kind of closure, you're just waiting for someone to kind of give you a message. You might be getting that, coming through. And this is kind of a successful ending too. We've got Seven of Wands here, kind of successful conclusion for some of you guys. I think for some of you this is going to be what is best for you, and you're going to really feel that energy. You're going to really know that it's what's best for you, rejecting that kind of toxic energy. For some of you this is definitely a person, and I think you're going to start to kind of work on yourself more, be kinder to yourself. Six of Pentacles, be a bit more kinder to yourself, treat yourself with like luxury things as well, especially with this as well, maybe treat yourself to, a handbag or an aftershave or something like that, which you've wanted for a while, and being a little bit kinder to yourself. We do have some interesting energy coming through here with the Ten of Wands in reverse, so which would suggest kind of opposite. I would say this is for some of you that it's going to be more of a struggle to get a sort of conclusion or closure for you guys, because you don't really know what that conclusion is going to do for you. Okay, I always get the kind of energy from here that you can't really solve a problem when you don't know what the solution is. So for some of you it's like this is still going to be an ongoing energy for you. I think for those who will have this kind of energy where it's not concluding, you're still going to have to prioritize yourself, because it's going to be even harder for you guys to work through that, because you won't get that kind of closure that you're wanting. Three of Cups in reverse, which is also a reversal of going a bit Dutch then, reversal of a conclusion. So you've got like, this would normally be a conclusive kind of energy with a nice kind of friendship, a nice kind of relationship, and to get these both together, it's like there isn't really a solution here. So some of you are going to struggle with that a little bit. And I think also in the past, you may have like sort of fallen on the floor and shown your belly a little bit. Queen of Swords is kind of like taking scraps from anyone kind of energy, because normally this is like super kind of high standards, and I think this is always like laying on the floor. And it always makes me think like people can't walk over you if you're not already laid on the floor. So it's kind of like, this is why I think you need to invest in yourself a little bit, because it's always really easy to be like, I'm just gonna, I let them do this and that to me, I let this person kind of treat me poorly. We have got the Devil in reverse, so that would suggest that we have had people treating us poorly, and I've let them just kind of do whatever they want. But no longer I'm going to actually invest in myself a little bit more, be kind to myself, and know that actually it doesn't really matter what's happened as long as I just treat myself better going forward. And then then we've got Four of Cups in reverse, which is kind of like raring to go now. I think you're, again, there's this energy of like trying to move forward. You know, even if it's going to be a little bit difficult and you may not get the kind of conclusion that you've been asking for or the answer that you wanted, you're still ready to move forward. You're still wanting that conclusion, okay? And I think for you guys as well, investing in your money, in yourself, is the most important energy that I get here, and rejecting those red flags. You know, this is a rejecting those kind of narcissistic, toxic energies where, you know, somebody is just very, very egoic. They're, you know, they're just downright nasty. And these two cards are like, they kind of work together. This is a bit more of a kindness energy. You know, you're ready to open up and have someone kinder in your life that's going to treat you well. And, you know, you may find that your standards start to change a little bit more. And because of that, you start to be a little bit more stringent with the people that are in your life. And I think that's always the best thing as well, because when you really feel your oats and you feel yourself, those kind of people come into your life. You know, you will attract high value men and women when you're also high value. And that's what I get with the Eight of Pentacles too. A little bit of like security as well. So let's get a love message. Ooh. Definitely a new chapter. Yeah, deception with unrequited love. Yeah, there was definitely something that just wasn't working out. But you have got worth waiting for, so there's definitely someone out there that's worth waiting for sure. Yeah, unrequited love with deception. Deceptive energy, which is this devil kind of energy, for sure. So there's definitely something in the past where someone was just wearing a false mask. They weren't exactly telling you the truth, which is why it might be quite difficult for you to be getting closure, because it's like, why would you tell the truth now? You've always lied. For some of you, there could have been a third party situation. Unrequited love, you know, they might have been in a relationship and or they went off with somebody else and you're kind of left to try and pick up the pieces. You know, there wasn't enough attraction or chemistry to keep this going. So this gives me third party energy. And this is why you might need to be a little bit kinder to yourself, because you can always say to yourself, you know, I wasn't good enough, or I didn't do this or that, and maybe if I'd done this, they'd have liked me more. That's just not the case. That's just not the case. You know, the circumstances are that they were probably with someone else and then it had nothing to do with you. And so you start to accept that a little bit more. And then we get worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So it's always that if this didn't work out, it was for a reason. And I know I hate it. I actually sort of hate when people say it, but it's sort of true. You know, sometimes you think, God, I dodged a bullet. And I think in this case, you guys definitely dodged a bullet. But we've got somebody it's worth waiting for, someone who's a bit kinder, somebody that's going to kind of show us, you know, the world, a bit more cultured maybe even. Definitely getting some kind of like Capricorn energy from that. But definitely sort of somebody who is much, much nicer. So let's pull an archetype card, because I'm intrigued about what kind of features this person may have. And I know some of you might be like, I don't want to let this person go who's deceived me. And that's fine, you know, it's up to you. You don't have to let them go. But for those of you who are like, I'm ready to kind of rinse this person off going into 2022 with new energy, then let's find out. Teacher. Someone who is to teach you things, yeah. So it could be like a literal teacher, but again, like as I mentioned, the world. This is somebody who's very worldly and cultured. They teach you new things. Someone who's definitely interested in languages. We also got victim, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Yes, exactly. You know, you can feel very victimized when you've been in a relationship or you've had a situation with somebody who has been less than nice to you. You know, you often have this kind of narrative that, you know, people aren't going to be kind to you. Again, we've got this kind of idea, that one, this idea that maybe your standards are a bit lower now because you have felt victimized. So somebody's going to teach you not to be like that. They're going to teach you and open you up. I really like that energy. One of my favourites kind of cards, the teacher card. Okay, we've got three here. This is amazing. We've got the king and the prince with the mother. Whoa. So mother, nurturing, patient, bringing joy into life. They're very nurturing. Like I said, they're going to be very patient with you, teach you things. The prince and the king would suggest a development in this kind of relationship. They start out as the prince and they end up as the king. If you're interested in women, same thing applies, it doesn't matter. Romantic charm and potential for power, enlightened and benefiting those in your charge. So again, there's this idea that this person's like very leaderly. leaderly, what's the word? Not leaderly, that's not even a word. Very, just very take charge, you know? I can't think of a word. Very take charge. We have got this kind of development here. And again, the mother is just this nurturing person, and that links to teachers as well. You know, they're going to help you out of this situation. And I like that a lot. I think Six of Pentacles as well kind of leads me to like these things, charitable to the kingdom type of thing. And obviously worth waiting for divine timing, this romantic charm, for sure. There's an opposite of this devil card. Okay, Taurus, that was your reading. Quite interesting. I think generally the reading is that you need to start investing in yourself this week a little bit more. Maybe starting to get a bit more hope that there is something better out there for you. I had this kind of revelation a couple of weeks ago, actually. It happened within a split second, like literally within 5 minutes. I just thought, you know what, I think there's something better out there. And those are kind of revelations that I think you're going to have throughout the week. You're going to start getting signs from things, or, you know, you see a picture or you see a video and you start to think, yeah, you know, I think I can actually find a way out of this now. I have a bit of hope on my side, and I think that's going to be really important because we don't want this energy anymore, okay? We're rejecting that energy now, that particular energy. So, okay, Taurus, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonates. Please come back for the reading next week, and take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.